Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Cracking out the old metal dies again. I had somewhat of an idea. We'll see if it works. Do I have faith? No, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So, I have this little tray mold just sitting here. Just, you know, because it's a clean silicone. And I've got this little mason jar metal die. So if you've never worked with metal dies, they're a scrapbooking product. They've got these little ridges that when you run it through a die cutting machine, like a Big Shot, it cuts your paper out to, you know, the specifications of the ridges. On the inside, you'll see that the detail ridges are lower than the cutting ridges, so these will just emboss into paper. But on my channel, several different videos I have done using resin with metal dies, and it works like a charm. Typically it works like a charm to it comes right out of the die. Typically I would tape this off, but I think I'm gonna try and do it just on the silicone surface here. And so my plan is to place some resin in, and then cure it with my resin light, my UV resin light. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna I'm grabbing this, and I'm going to put this on here already, because as you can see, when I pick this up, the metal die just comes right off of it. There is a little glitter on there. There we go. So I want to be able to pick it up in one piece. So actually, let's also take this silicone off. Sorry, I'm being finicky, I know. Okay. This thing is a mess. I need to clean it. Anyway, there we go. That way I can cure it straight in the machine. I'm just using the Let's Resin, you know, the two-sided one. You guys know. So anyway, so the plan is I'm going to do a layer of clear, and then I've got these two butterfly tattoos that I'm hoping will look kind of cute, maybe floating around in there. And then we will do an additional layer on top. So yeah, that's the plan. I've got, I'm going to use my Total Boat UV resin. I'm going to put on my mask. I do have my gloves. And of course, I just dropped it. But the Let's Resin, you know the machine that everybody's had for months. And I just now got, yeah. So yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully it turns out okay. I don't have faith, but I do have hope. And that's good enough for me. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So I did it for 2 rounds of 4 minutes. So I guess, or 2 rounds of 2 minutes. So I guess 4 minutes in total. I also realized after the first round that the little nubbins were misaligned, so the bottom one wasn't lighting up. So I made sure that was lit up for the second round. Okay. Still a little warm. So, how do I want to do this? I think what I want to do is, there's a whole bunch of bubbles on this. Okay, so I'm just flipping it over. I do have a little of excess resin right here. Let me see if it would be easier to get that off now, or maybe after I do the rest. Actually, I am going to leave that there. Yes, because it does go onto the back. So, I'm going to go ahead and put my little butterflies on, I think. Wait, do I want to put the butterflies on yet? No, we're going to take this out of the mold first. Yes. And actually, we can utilize this to help us do that. Ooh. And this is why I bought a replacement one of those. Okay. This is a little bit more delicate. Because I didn't tape it off. The resin did go underneath, which is fine. I can trim it off. I just need to get it from around this edge so that I can push the resin out of the piece. Hopefully. What did I do with? There it is. It's usually not this hard, but I'm also usually using metal dies that have the little holes for, you know, the paper craft stuff, which makes it easy to kind of push it out. All right, you know what? I'm gonna take this to almost getting it out off camera, because you guys don't need to see all of this. So yeah, let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got it almost all the way out, and there we go. And you can see the metal die is very much unharmed, except for this tiny little scratch that I put across with my picker tool. That's okay. Alright, so here's the piece, and then I just need to either cut or peel off these extra little bits on the back. So let me grab some scissors. Kind of get it started. And we are actually done with the metal die at this point. Whew. So I think it's safe to say that this mold did not do a good job of not letting this stuff go under. So maybe test out your molds. I mean, it's not a big deal. Obviously, I can clean this off, right? It's just having to do the work of cleaning it off that's kind of the pain in the butt. Okay. So, we are done with that. Honestly, we're done with this silicone mold, but I'm just going to keep it here anyway. Okay, so the next step is to add, this is the back of the silicone, by the way, or the piece, so that's the front. This is the back. So I'm going to go ahead and add my butterflies now. This is, if you grew up in the 90s, you know how to do this. Or 80s. I'm a 1982 baby. So I'm just going to get this ready. So I'm going to do these one at a time, and I'll probably just show you in case you never knew how to do these for the first one, and then I'll do the second one off screen. First of all, don't be an idiot like me. Make sure you peel off this piece of plastic. It had been several years since I had done, you know, these kind of tattoos. And so I totally forgot that that was a thing that you needed to do before using it the first time that I started doing it for resin. I wasted 2 tattoos and I was so sad. Okay, so I just trimmed around it, but there's my pretty butterfly. I'm going to go ahead and set it in here. Press it down. And then I've got a little paper towel and some water. And I'm just going to wet that back. And I'm going to let that sit for a good 30 seconds. And then when it is ready to come off, I suggest you don't peel it straight up. You try to slide the paper off. That's the easiest way. And while I'm waiting for that, I'll go ahead and trim this one up a little bit more too. And then, once I get these on, we will make sure that this is nice and dry. There we go. See? And the paper just pulls right off. And I'm just patting it down with the paper towel to kind of dry it off. And you want to make sure it's nice and dry before you pour any resin on it, because even with UV resin, resin and water don't mix. Okay? Alright, I'm going to get this second one on, and then we will be back for the second layer of resin. Alright friends, they're both on there. I took my gloves off so that I could clean up the edges right there. Okay. So the next step is obviously to do our top, bottom, whatever layer of UV resin. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put my mask back on while I do that, and then stick it into the lamp for at least another 2 minutes, possibly 4 depending. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you guys how we're going to finish this off, and it's going to be super cute, okay? All right, let's go. Alright, friends. It's done. It did curl up just a little bit. And I did have one little sharp piece that came up from the side. But this was really just a test and concept. Yeah. It's very cute. They're very, very clear. But because this is double-sided, of course, those cool ridges in the lid, let me see. So these pieces didn't really hang in there, obviously, because we covered the rest of it up with resin. So I'm going to take my silver paint pen, my deco color, I'll move this to the side, and get this primed. Hopefully I have enough juice in there. I'm just going to color this lid in with my silver paint pen. Just like this. You see? I'm going to turn it around and do the same thing on this side. For this particular piece, if you wanted to make it into a keychain or a pendant of some sort, I would recommend drilling into it. Don't just assume that this little loop at the top would work to hold, because it is still rather fragile. It's a little fragile. And just gonna go around these edges as well. Make sure I got everything. But yeah. So yeah, if you have not seen me do this kind of stuff on my channel before, definitely I will link. Let's see, I have a short on it, and then also one of my Christmas videos last year, I used metal dies to create silicone inserts and the words Merry Christmas with resin. So yeah, there it is. It's very, very pretty. It's a great proof of concept. I had another idea with this, but I don't know that it's going to work how I want it to. So that will be a task for another Megan, but not this Megan. Because this Megan is very tired and also very nauseated for some reason. Anyway, that is today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please let me know by hitting the thumbs up button. Really helps out my channel, helps me to grow. Also, if you are new, stick around by clicking the red subscribe button and ringing the bell for notifications. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I hope that you have a fantastic day. Take care.
Be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much screw